Hello everybody and welcome to, I knew this was going to be fun. My husband is trying to mow at the same time that I'm doing this video. What can we say? We both have the weekends to do this stuff, so I'm going to do the best I can. And pause like that when it's when he's up close. But anyway, today, welcome to Homestead Where You Are. My name is Janet. Today I'm going to be finally canning my number 10 cans of green beans. I bought these at the same time that I bought the corn that we recanned a couple of weeks ago, and I'm just now finding the time to get the green beans done. So I'm gonna get these opened up. I have some jars. I have about 3 cases of the short and squatty half pints. I have found that a pint is too much for us because there's only sometimes 2 of us, sometimes 3. So these half pints are just about the right size for us. So I'm going to can the green beans the same way. So I have about 3 cases in my one of my canners here, just getting warm. I don't want them to get like real hot or anything, just a little warm. And I already have it turned on and everything, so I'm going to get these opened up and we will go from there. And I do have one of these nice, if I hit it right, commercial can openers that my husband got for me. And these cans definitely got dented up pretty good in the shipping. When the box came, it was all tore up. So, but I'm sure the green beans are just fine. They were still sealed all the way. So, alright, so as I fill these up, I'm just going to set them on my mat over here because they're all going back into the pressure canner that I have the jars in right now. In retrospect, I should have put them in the water bath so that I could go straight into the pressure canner as I got them done. But it all works the same. So I do have my lids inside of here, and I'm going to put some of this hot water in there. I have to empty out the jars anyway. I'm just going to pour it in there. And like I said, it's not real hot, just kind of warm. I'm not worried about sterilizing because everything's going to get sterilized in the canning process anyway. And I did wash my jars with hot soapy water before I put them in here, so I know that they are clean. Alright, I'm going to do this the same way that I did the corn, where I just dump the whole thing into here. Alright, and I washed my hands real good, so I'm just going to use my hands and pack these in. Kind of shake them around a little bit. It's funny because as much as I try and get set up before I do these videos, I'm never quite as ready as I thought I was. Oh well. And I did get a few questions when I did the corn about the texture after they've been recanned. Are they mushy? How is it? I have found that they might be a little softer, but they are not mushy at all. And I don't have any problems with them. So, alright, now that I have as much as I need in there, I'm going to go ahead and start pouring my water into this other pot. And I do want it to be nice and warm. And I have so much stuff to do right now. I mean, I have these. I have a number 10 can of Hormel chili with no beans up here that I need to recan, which I'm also going to do the same thing, small jars. My husband wanted that so that if he wants to make a chili dog while I'm at work or something like that, he can just open up one of the small jars. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and get the lids on these. I'm going to wipe the rims. And let's see, I know you guys can't see me doing this. I have too much stuff on my workspace. Well, I suppose I should put some liquid in there. What do you think? All right. Oh. Pour it in here because it's easier. And I'm just using the same liquid that came out of the can. And I'm basically just going up to the rim of the jar. Alright, let's try this again. I'm not too worried about those ones I just did because I went straight in the middle. That's why I used a container with a spout on it. And I apologize for that. As I said, I am never quite as prepared as I think I am. All right. And as I said, I'm just going to set these out of my way for the moment. Now, another question, what is finger tight? I just go until it's tight, but don't crank it any more than that. The same amount of jars out of each can. There's 15 each. So they give you an idea how much one can makes. So 15 half-pint jars. All right, now I'm going to set these down inside here. I'm using my Presto 23 quart. I also have an All-American 23 quart. I didn't want to pull it down for this. So I think I'm going to have 3 layers in here. I have one of these in the bottom, and I'm going to put one in between each layer. Let's see if I can get one more in there. Because I was wrong, I got one extra jar out of the second can. So I have 31. Alright, so that is my 3 layers. 10 on each layer except the middle one has 11. So I have 31 jars in there. Alright, and I'm going to close this up. And I'm going to turn my burner up and I'm going to wait for the steam to start venting out of here. Alright, and I will bring you back when that starts venting. Alright, so this is spewing steam right there. Has been doing so for a few minutes. So I'm going to take my weight, put it on there. And now I'm going to wait for this to get up to 10 pounds. Now this Presto only came with a 15-pound weight. And for my elevation, I only need 10 pounds. But it doesn't hurt anything to go over. So mine is actually going to end up going to about 15 pounds. So anyway, when that gets up to the 10, then I'm going to set my timer for 20 minutes. And after 20 minutes, I'm going to turn the burner off and let them sit and come down, let the pressure come down to 0 all on its own. So I will bring you back when we are at that step. Okay, so these have, don't touch it. Okay, so these have gone up to my 10 pounds or more. They process for 20 minutes. I turn the burner off and let the pressure go all the way down to 0. As you can see, the gauge now reads 0. Okay, and now I'm going to pull my weight off, and there's no sound, so it is truly at 0. I'm going to open this and make sure you open the lid away from you first, because that steam is very hot. See how good those look? Alright, I'm just going to pull these out. Okay, so there you have it. 31 jars of green beans, recanned from number 10 cans. And as I said before, I have had no issues with recanning the vegetables like this and them being too mushy to eat. They're perfectly fine. So anyway, I appreciate you guys for hanging out with me today, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and hope I see you on the next one.